Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name's Kindra, if you don't know. Today I am going to be taking some clippings of a peach tree, putting them in rooting hormone and potting them. And you can do this with peach trees and some other fruit trees and stuff such as a fig. Anyways, so come join me and I'll show you the process. All right, y'all. I have these 1 gallon potting bags. I believe I got them from Home Depot. I'll go ahead and link them in the description down below. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up. All right, y'all, here's some branches that I've already cut and I have sitting in water. And then here is my root hormone. I'll have this linked in the description. So I have the end of the branch wet. I'm going to dip it into the hormone. I'm going to tap the excess off. And then I'm going to go ahead and plant it. There we go. And then we just have to keep the soil moist. This one dried out, so this one's no good. Alright, and so each of these branches should turn into an entire tree, and other than the cost of the rooting solution and the bags and soil that I purchased, the trees are free. So some plants that you can make cuttings with are hydrangea, rosemary, begonia, fuchsias, roses, sage, butterfly bush, cranespill, ivory, jade, thyme, African violets, chrysanthemums, lavender, pothos, azaleas, oregano, gardenias, horseradish, philodendron, snake plant, blueberry bushes, blackberry, currant, elderberry, fig, mulberry, pomegranate, willow, maple, ginkgo tree, elm, crabapple, linden, birch, sweet gum, redbud, roseberries, olives, lemon, lime, apple. I heard you could do a cutting with, although you might want to follow up if you have to actually graft that instead, which is far more advanced. And bougainvillea vines can also be propagated. Any succulent, you can take a cutting, put it in water, get roots on it, and you have a new plant that you can put in the soil after that. So this is a great way to increase how many plants you have for basically free, and the only drawback is that you don't have genetic diversity. So it's great to have a couple different plants that you're doing the cuttings from different seed, because then you'll have more genetic diversity. Hey y'all, this is the front of my house, and these are 2 different rosemary bushes I have. And you can also take a cutting and propagate a brand new plant from these plants. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them, and I'm actually gonna put these ones straight into water without any solution, and I will watch to see the roots develop in the water, and once they have a good amount of roots, I will then transfer them into some soil. Okay, so as you see, they're not very large, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them in some water. Okay, I'm just going to strip the bottom so we don't have any leaves. Then we have a stem exposed. I'll do that to all of these. And we want to monitor and make sure. Okay, I'm actually going to put this in a smaller container because they're just falling in the water, but you want to make sure they do not run out of water. And we just want the roots, or the bottom of the stem, in this water. And you want to change the water regularly so you don't get bacteria built up in there. Roses also grow well from cuttings. You want to make an angular cut, like at a 45-degree angle. So this one's pretty long. I'm going to cut it into a couple. Okay, here's our rooting hormone. We're going to need that for the roses. Here's the first cutting I did. Here's the second. Let's see. Cut it here. And I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna go ahead and just knock off the thorns. There you go. So you can have more than one in a container. Then you just check to see if they've produced roots or not in a couple weeks. And on this one, I'm actually going to cut off this growth. There we go. Okay. So we don't need that. So I want it to be slightly moist. I'm going to dip it in some water over here. Put it in the growth hormone, tap off the extra. Make a little hole with my finger. I'm going to stick it in there. Put the soil around it. Alright, I got 3 more. Dip it in with some water. Dip it in the hormone, tap. Make a little hole. Put it in. Press the soil down around it. Put it in some water. Put it in the growth hormone. Tap it. Make a little hole. Okay. Last one. Dip it in some water. Dip it in the growth hormone. Tap it. Let's make a deeper hole for this one because it's taller. Alright. Okay, and then we want to keep the soil moist. Not soggy wet, just moist. And in about a month, we'll check to see how the roots are doing.